Welcome AIS artists. To finish off your Claude Monet piece, we are going to top off the top with watercolor. So it's creating a mixed media because we used oil pastel, and now we're going to just sprinkle a little bit of watercolor on top of the oil pastel. So because it's oil and water, the watercolor is just going to sit on top of the oil pastel. It's not going to sink into your paper. So let's take a look at what I did. So I already did some watercolor on this piece, but I'm just going to kind of review with you so that you all know how to do it. So tilting my camera down. There we go. So this is my piece. Here we go. And you should have your container with water and grab a brush and using your watercolors. You can use any colors that you like. So I'm going to activate, I think I'll put some green. Actually, I'm going to do red. I'm going to put some red on top of my oil pastels that I did on my lilies here, so you can kind of see what happens. So I'm activating the watercolor by massaging in my water into my paint. And then I'm just going to go on top. So you can see, hopefully, that the watercolor just sits on top. It's not going to soak in. It's just going to sit right on top of that oil pastel. When it dries, it'll have that really cool lacy effect, okay? So, some of you have done a lot of oil pastel, so you'll just have, you'll just be lightly, I'm not pushing hard, I'm lightly going on top of where I have the oil pastel. And if you have some areas where there is still just paper, then the watercolor will sink in just like watercolor should. So enjoy finishing up your Claude Monet inspired water lily painting that was a mixed media. So I know a lot of you, it won't take you very much time you'll have plenty of time left. So in the remaining time, I have another kind of fun project for us to do. So everybody will ask for or get a white sheet of paper, okay? You're going to first fold it in half. So I folded my paper in half, and I'm gonna open it up like a book, okay? I'm going to put oil pastel, since we have oil pastel on our table, on one side. Okay, so I'm going to tilt my camera down again. And I'm just going to do a little bit because I already have a piece already done. So on this one side only, you are going to, and I'm going to allow you just to scribble in some oil pastel. You want to make sure that you are really covering the paper. So don't leave a lot of white spots. It's got to be thick. And it's kind of a fun activity because you'll notice that I'm mixing blue over my red and it's turning purple. So it's kind of fun in an exercise also in color mixing. Now, blue and orange are complements, and when I do that, it's going to turn more brown. So watch the colors that you're using and layering on top. And you're going to fill up the whole side. So you're going to fill up one whole side with oil pastel. And again, it's going to be pretty nice and thick. All right, so this is done. This is the top. Okay, so opening it up. You're going to close it up. And now this is the top. So I'm going to close it up. My oil pastel is on the table side. This is the top. I'm going to draw something on here, but before I do that, I'm going to open it up so that it's flat. Oil pastel is under this side. This is just flat. And with my pencil, I'm going to draw a design. Okay, so on this sheet, you're going to draw something. Okay, so I'm going to draw a koi fish. You can draw whatever you want. You can just do scribble lines. You're just going to have fun. The thing I wouldn't do is words, because words are not going to work. So, okay, so you're going to do your design, and this way, if you make a mistake, you can erase. Once you like your design, you're going to fold it back up. So I did a drawing on this side. I kind of did like a little happy cat. So I did my drawing, and now I'm folding it back up. And now I'm going to redraw. I'm going to press down really hard on my cat. So I'm going to go over This pencil just broke. I'm gonna go over my lines. I'm pressing down so hard, I'm breaking pencils. Goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna go over all of my design. There's no erasing. So that's why when you first do your drawing, you want your paper open so that you're not drawing with the oil pastel beneath it. And I'm kind of going fast so that you guys can see what happens. And it's kind of fun. You can also do this technique with crayons. Crayons work really well. I like the oil pastels one because we had them on our table. So I'm just going over my whole design with a pencil, and I'm pushing down really hard. As you could see earlier, I broke 2 pencils. I'm not saying you should do that, but I wanted to let you know that I am pushing down really, really hard on my drawing. So I'm going over all the lines. One time. I'm not picking up my paper. I'm just drawing on it. So I'm getting all of the designs I want. You can even add more. Okay, so I went over all of my designs once, and now when we open it up, you will see the design on the inside cover. Sometimes if you press down hard enough, you'll also see a design on the colored side too. But here you see the design I just did. So it's like a crayon resist when you do it this way. So I encourage you all to have fun with this done early activity. Again, don't write words unless you can do the mirror image, because otherwise they'll be spelt backwards. So have fun with this new technique. And let's see if you do bigger areas with your pencil. You'll have bigger areas in your design of color. So have fun with this technique of using oil pastel. Again, getting a thick layer down. Okay, so you're gonna fold your paper in half, get a thick layer down of oil pastels, and you can certainly go this way if you want. You're then going to draw your design with it open. So draw your design open, so if you need to make any changes, you can. Once you like your design, you're gonna close it. Push down really hard so that the magic happens on the inside of the folder. So you can cut this off, and you can put it onto another sheet of paper if you like, or you can keep it together however you want to do it. So enjoy this activity that I think most of you will get a chance to do, because a lot of you are just watercoloring, and that shouldn't take too long. When you're done, you're going to use the wipes to get all the oil pastels off the table. So have fun with this little activity, working with the oil pastels and then creating a design and getting an impression on the other side. Can't wait to see what you guys do. Bye.